Hola chavales, estás aquí en un nuevo vídeo, soy TheDragon-fly y esta vez os traigo un nuevo episodio de Witcher 3. Vamos a continuar, por ejemplo, en el capítulo anterior buscando a Jaskier. Jaskier, aunque no hayáis jugado otros juegos, si habéis visto la serie, sabréis quién es. Personaje cuanto menos importante.
The faculty of Oxenford University is honored to grant to Julian Milford Pancratz, Viscount de Letonov, the title of Master of the Seven Liberal Arts.
Keep forgetting he's got that damn full name. Nice it, you mangy
¿Os podéis creer que en todo lo que yo de juego no me ha salido casi ningún bug? Y juegos actuales de ahora están bugueadísimos por todos los putos lados. A mí esas cosas me molestan, pero no me molesta que no hayan bugs, mejor, ¿no? Me molestan, tío. Que... Joder. ¿Tanto cuesta hacer un juego así? Como esto, tío, como esto. Que tampoco te estoy pidiendo yo aquí una... No, tío, no. Como esto. Pues no. No lo hacen, macho.
Annual balladry contest, Silver Laurel, awarded to Master
2021 y este juego me parece mucho más completo que algunos que traigo últimamente en el canal nuevos. Entiendo que The Witcher fue un fenómeno histórico. Como más, la historia es tan curiosa que cuando salió fue juego del año y fue tan brutal que al siguiente año se quería volver a poner otra vez juego del año porque es que no había salido nada aún capaz de compararlo. Y los juegos que se pueden comparar a The Witcher, que bien pocos son, tienen 5 años más que The Witcher. O sea, es de la... En el mundo de los videojuegos, este juego es pues de la pura genialidad prácticamente. O sea... Es pura genialidad. Ojo, lo cual me gusta, ¿sabes? Cuanto más genial el juego...
10 barrels of Toussaint Dry, 5 cases of sodden triple mead. Nothing here.
No, that's exactly what we're looking for. It's his planner.
Dandelion and planning, good one. Besides, anything he wrote here probably had a special system. Chaos only he could ever decipher. Actually, in the past, sometimes not even that.
Give him a chance. Might not be that bad. Seems when he inherited this fine establishment, it came with some fine responsibilities. Bookkeeping among them. He also made a habit of noting down the times of his meetings, official and private. So, who'd he been seeing of late? Ah, here it is. Seems he's only been meeting women of late, the dog.
Podrían ser nosotros.
Not a bad idea. Dandelion's pretty loose-lipped. Might have blabbed something to a lady friend that'll put us on his trail.
That's what I'm counting on. We should divide these somehow. Perhaps... Ah, fuck it. I'll ask the lassies at my half, you interrogate the ones in yours. So, che?
Zoltan, wait. This is in verse.
And you figure that's unnatural because...
Wonderful. Meet me back here when you're done. Share our findings.
Right you are. Need to do a wee bit of tidying before I go. Cannot stomach the idea of coming back to this mess. And you'd be wise to read your bit before you scurry off. If you need anything, I'll be next door.
A ver, agenda de Yaskir.
Spare a couple or two.
Vamos a... ¡Hostia, 500! Vamos a ver a una Madonna que está por aquí. ¿De qué nivel es esta misión? Está haciendo 11. Hay que hablar con unas 50 mujeres más o menos. Joder.
I will get you every last copper, with interest. Give me a week, please.
Horson's no banker. He's an honest man. You pay on time, you get protection. You don't pay...
Help!
What you hollering for, stupid wench? What are you hoping for? A knight in shining armour?
Close enough.
Keep out of this, Greyhead, not your concern.
Vespula's got someone else's protection now.
Really? Who's that be?
The King of Beggars made a deal with Junior. This is his turf now.
Didn't hear nothing about that.
But you have heard what Bedlam does to people who cross him. Or you need a demonstration.
Come on, Fritz. Boss wants it that way. It's how it's got to be.
Thank you. Oh, thank you. To think there are men who'll help a stranger out of the kindness of their hearts.
Not entirely out of kindness, and you're not entirely a stranger.
What are you? Oh, I know you. You're that witcher took Dandelion out whoring. Gerald, right?
Not Gerald. Geralt.
Oh. Dreadful sorry.
Gerald, no.
Explain something if you don't mind. You say I took Dandelion out whoring.
So he said. Claimed I was his one and only. But he fell in with the wrong folk. You and that dwarf who always looks like a cow licked him. Said you two were a bad example. Wine, women.
So, he picked that habit up from us too? Gotta have a word with him. What do you think? Where could Dandelion be?
Probably out whoring. That horse pheasant. That lying scoundrel.
Ouch. What did he do to get your goat?
Same thing as ever. Prize bullshitter came back saying it was till death do we part this time. And no more than a week passed before I spotted him in Harbourside, strolling with some trollop on his arm. 'Twas the last straw. All those questions about the washerwomen at the bathhouse, then this. I beat him black and blue and threw him out on his ear.
This woman he was with in the harbour. Who was she?
Claimed she was his niece from Kovir. Ha! Horvir, more likely. Corset so tight her eyes were popping out her head. His too, come to think of it. An artist or a whore. Doesn't much matter as they're one in the same.
Dandelion ask you about other washerwomen? Not terribly subtle even for him.
Maybe he likes some sudsy.
Maybe. But what did he ask about, exactly?
Oh, this and that, really. What's it like at the bathhouse? Have I got any friends there? What are their working hours? I don't know. Maybe he's looking to hire one for his tavern. Maybe I got all in a huff for no reason.
Thanks for your help. Listen, when I find Dandelion, anything I should tell him?
No. I mean, tell him he's a two-faced snake, but it would be nice if he dropped by.
Quiero hablar con otra mujer, yo no sé, Jaskir. Sí, tan ligonera. El motherfucking Jaskir.
I'm a friend of Dandelion's, looking for Elial.
You've come to the right spot. How might I be of service? Need something shortened? Patch your trousers, darn your socks.
You, Elial?
Yes? Now pick your jaw up off the floor.
Sorry, I thought Elial was one of Dandelion's girlfriends.
Oh, so it's that. Wait here. Any better?
So you're...
Elial.
Did you and Dandelion... how did you two meet?
I met him one night in a tavern. He was blind drunk.
What happened?
What do you think? We spoke?
That's it?
I'm not sure what you're getting at, but I should make one thing clear. Men don't interest me. Told him that as well.
Take a look.
Luckily, Dandelion's an open-minded fellow. We had a lovely evening. He became a loyal customer afterwards.
Dandelion visit your shop often?
I tried many times to talk him into a decent doublet. Sadly, he'd only come in to get a button reaffixed or a hole patched.
When'd you last see him?
Some time ago. He brought in one of Zoltan's jerkins, insisted I sew on an extra pocket. Odd as requests go, I had the distinct feeling he'd actually come to talk.
What did you and Dandelion talk about? He asked about anything in particular?
Perfecto que los perros a las 12 se pongan a ladrar.
Had an ordinary chat.
Está muy guay.
Although, indeed, he did keep asking about Kalkstein. If Dandelion and I hadn't laid our cards on the table at the start, I might have suspected he had a history with the alchemist. He spoke like a lovesick beau. In fact, desperately wished to meet with him.
Kalkstein's in Novigrad? Wouldn't mind seeing him myself.
You're too late, I fear. The witch hunters nabbed him recently, burned him at the stake in Hierarch Square. But as he perished, the goings-on impressive. Fiery beasts circled his pyre, then rose into the sky and exploded to form letters.
Really? What did they spell?
Radovid, Sunk's flaccid cock.
I know this is none of my business, but why do I dress up?
As a child, I dreamt of becoming a Doppler when I grew up. I became a tailor instead. Discovered clothing. Costumes can express all the complexities of one's personality. I'm a Redanian countess one day, a dockside thug the next. That is true freedom. Have you never thought to become someone else? Even for a moment? Must be horribly boring being a witcher all the time.
I managed to stay interested. Thanks for your help, and nice to meet you.
I can help with much more. If you need new trousers or a vest, you know where to find me.
Take a look at my guy. Level 11. Take a look. make it right. She's the only one that they got. Era con Marbella y con Mori. No, sé que es Marbella, el olvido mala aposta, ¿vale? A ver, un momento. Si utilizo Axia... Mierda. Era una broma. Era una broma. Era una broma de esas que yo me dedico a gastar. Que soy un hombre gracioso, por favor, era una broma. Por favor. ¿Qué le pasa a este niño?
Hey, wait.
The Grey Git.
Grab him.
¿En serio el niño me da nivel 14? Pero son bandidos. No, sí que son valientes, verás, no te vengas arriba, que este podría ser la lucha de nuestras vidas. Coño. Me cago en el puto niño. Venga, va. ¿Más? ¿Tú qué? ¿Y tú? Dios, su puta madre. Yeah. No iré a me la liara el chaval. Mira, en verdad es lo que pasa por apiadarse de un pobre niño que viene y te la intentan liar haciendo todo el mototruco. A la otra va a ir su puta madre a cuidar a un niño. Veré a un niño ahí por la calle y le meteré un espadazo en el cuello. ¿Qué es esto, hombre? Hostias, que casi me mato por ese salto. Vale, la curación del sol espero que me vaya fortaleciendo mientras voy en busca de las mujeres de Yasfir, porque ya me había quedado a mitad de mira y hoy me tiro sin querer. Me cago en todo. Y rata, gasta alimento, que tienes un montón. No lo voy a desperdiciar. Cuanto más pueda utilizar la curación divina del sol, pues mira.
Excuse me, I'm looking for Marabella.
I am she. Wait outside. Class is in session.
Vale.
I'll wait.
It won't take long. It turns out he'll not come after all. Why not?
Vale. No, pues a meditar.
Now can we talk?
Yes. What do you want?
I know you saw Dandelion recently.
Oh, yes. Longest afternoon of my life.
He read you his poems.
No.
We peruse the illustrated guide to fungi.
Maybe. No. Won't even try to guess why he wanted to do that.
Mold. That was his interest. When his hand abandoned my knee to point at a figure of penicillium, I knew the fire between us had died. Permanently.
Sea dandelion after the fungus incident?
No. I even considered granting him another chance. His heart of hearts is pure gold. He simply needs a bit more discipline in his life. But he never came back to see me. So I thought if it's done, it's done.
Joder. Qué
Thanks for your
reputación.
help. Farewell.
¿Veis cómo no había que gastarse alimento? Que ya vuelvo a tener toda mi vida. Hay un puerco que va a tirarse un erupto de los más monumentales de la historia española.
My daddy's got grey hair too.
I traced the pansy all the way to the garden. Did you catch it? No luck. Driving in slippery, the bugger was quick as a tomcat. Scrambled out the hole in the back wall.
Mira este. ¿Qué coño quieres?
Want to see Rosa Varatra?
Oh, mate, if you only knew what I want. Miss Rosa don't see just anybody.
I'm Geralt of Rivia, a witcher.
Soon as Miss Rosa turns into a striker, I'm sure her papa will send for you. But she's not showing any symptoms yet, so I venture you're not needed. On your way now.
Este quiere una hostia. No lo puedo cargar y ya está.
Watch it, Greylocks.
Vale. Creo que acaba de ver el bug. Hostia.
Time to invest in rubies.
Quite a smile. Like a raw wound. With you. Not for all the gold in Novigrad.
I am not Owens. Human, elf, dwarf, it matters not, provided he's well. I have servant.
Yes?
So long.
Watch it!
A ver, si utilizo Axia, a lo mejor le convenzco, mira. No tiene pinta, ¿eh? No tiene pinta siquiera de que les pueda ganar en un combate singular. Vale, desenvaina. Vete, Geralt.
Interesting.
Vale, consigo colarme por detrás. De verdad, ¿en qué problemas me meto, eh? Pues mira, al calvo ese que se metía con nosotros, sí me he ido, pero le he dejado tonto durante un rato con un hechizo mío. La verdad es que no necesito pieles.
You fancy men like me? Whole town's going on about it. So no point playing hard to get, sugar puss.
It's late. Who are you? Why are you here? Answer this instant or I'll summon the guards.
Sorry to sneak in, miss. I'm Geralt, a friend of the bard Dandelion.
Geralt of Rivia? The famed witcher of the ballads?
What are you doing here, vagrant? How'd you get in? I let no one in the front, my lady. I swear it on the great sun.
Not a word. I'll handle this. Hold your tongue, sir. This is Frederick Francis de Bergerac, my new swordplay instructor, correct? Show him to the training room. I shall join him shortly.
But my lady's a witcher. Said so himself back by the gates.
Captain, do you truly believe Rosa Baratra would train with random clods calling themselves sword masters? No. The Varatras demand the very best. Thus, we've hired a witcher. Take him to the training room. Now.
Le cargo.
As you say, miss.
Encima luego antes te he dejado tonto con un hechizo. Con Axia.
Hope you realise what you've got yourself into.
Hope so too.
Miss Rosa's got a downright beastly temper. Shows no mercy once she grips a sword.
Yo tampoco la tengo.
Grab a wooden one. Take care not to hurt the little miss. You'll earn the ambassador's ire. Follow me.
Sod off.
Look my son las 8:15 de la mañana y tiene ese mal augurio.
Instructor. Well, Papa clearly went out of his way this time. Wood to start with. I must know your work.
Si tú compruebas lo que yo sé. Bueno. Vale. Intentaré ser bueno. A ver.
Why bother with two swords when you can barely handle one?
Te defiendes. A ver, sabes defenderte, pero... La verdad es que no controlan los golpes que me ha dado la caída de su espada.
Come closer.
Why bother with two swords? Damn it!
¿Crees que no puedo manejar una o no?
Well fought. You're much better than the last one.
I'm not actually your swordplay instructor.
Really? Then who are you? And how on earth did you get in?
Am I imagining things? Didn't we just have this conversation in the garden?
The garden? Yes, yes. In the garden. So, what was it you said? Why are you here?
Before I ask, gotta admit, you do pretty well with a sword. One pointer. Don't expose your left flank when you dodge.
Oh, we know. Terrible habit. Can't seem to get rid of it. I'd hoped to find someone in Novigrad who could help me to do so. But don't you dare try to dazzle me with advice. Already admitted you're not here to give me lessons.
Came to ask about your rhetoric tutor, Dandelion.
Rhetoric tutor? Good one. That is why Papa hired him, but not at all what the bard had in mind. He mostly played his lute and sang for us. I believe he thought he was wooing.
Mean he wasn't? But you had some sort of relationship.
If you call him chasing after me a relationship. Even so, there was nothing between us. Seems my sisters had a bit of fun at our expense. But enough chatter. Stand and fight. I demand a rematch.
How long you gonna make me wait?
Stop flaunting and fight! Drat it! Why bother with two swords when you can barely...
Claro que soy rápido, inútil. ¿Tú sabes cuando tienes que luchar contra las moiras del pantano, sumergidos y brujas de agua al mismo tiempo, la velocidad que adquieres?
Stop flaunting and fight!
Deja de alardear y lucha, ¿sabes? Eres tú la que no te has callado aún.
Let's end this.
Acabemos. Exacto, lo iba a decir yo también.
Well, if you're not an instructor, you should certainly be one. Fancy giving me a few private lessons?
Con gusto, sí.
Can't rightly refuse a request from a lady.
What are you two lovebirds whispering about? You asked about my relationship with Dandelion? Well, here's the mix-up's master,
Esa es la de antes.
Edna Varatra, the greatest mischief maker north or south of the
Ah,
Europa.
por eso no se acordaba.
So it was you in the garden.
Of course it was me. Why, did Rosa try to play you for a fool? Don't be mad. We've done this since we were children. People have always mistaken us for one another.
Take it Dandelion did too.
On occasion, yes. But then Rosa would quickly set him straight. If you'd shut your catty mouth for a moment, dear little sister, I could explain. Edna sent Dandelion some love letters. She signed my name. Conceited as he is, naturally he fell for it. I was left to repel the aging bard's advances. Rosa, I had the best of intentions, you know that. I felt you needed help taking the first step. You blushed every time he sang a ballad. He'll next sing at your funeral if you don't stop it right now.
Calm down, ladies. No poet's worth two sisters nipping at each other's throats.
Especially not this one.
Listen, I just want to know one thing. Either of you seen Dandelion lately?
Edna might have. I certainly have not. My dear sister, I would never spend time alone with a man for whom you burn with a secret passion. Burn with passion? For one who incessantly praises another woman's talents, afraid I've more sense than that.
Vale, voy a hacerle esto las preguntas.
Different lately? Notice anything strange?
Strange? Not really. It's no use, Geralt. She's so enamored she'd hardly notice if he turned into a werewolf. Edna, what? You needn't pretend he followed convention. Remember when he took us to the cemetery?
Rhetoric lessons in a cemetery. Unusual even for Dandelion.
We set out to visit the graves of celebrated Oxenford professors. He ended up quizzing us about Margrave Henkel.
Who?
Eccentric old coot. Died recently. He'd apparently been an important and generous patron of the arts as a young man.
What are two young Nilfgaardian aristocrats doing in Novigrad?
Dying of boredom. Papa's a diplomat. He also has many business dealings in Novigrad. He's a member of the Trade Corporation. Takes us along everywhere he goes, and must then find us new tutors in each spot. And so in Novigrad, the task fell to the poet Dandelion, Rosa's betrothed. Edna!
Bet sophisticated young ladies like you know a bunch about politics.
We've picked up a few things. What would you like to know?
Wonder how the war's going. Any outcome looming?
Papa says much depends on Radovid, and on who captures Novigrad first.
What's Novigrad got to do with it? Free city. Never taken sides. Always stayed out of conflicts.
Oh, even children know Novigrad's home to the world's largest fleet. And they say the city's treasury's bursting with enough to equip 2 armies.
Emperor continuing to push north. Courtiers must be ecstatic.
His confidants must be. But Papa says that's not likely to last much longer.
Why not?
Papa says the war's disrupting trade, and people are tired of financing the Emperor's adventures.
Changing subjects. Who'd Dandelion sing about? Know anything about her?
I believe she's a poetess, or Trebaritz. Very skilled and exceptionally talented, of course. But who knows? The bard might have invented her just to make us jealous. Pitiful chorister. I'd say it worked. You've gone all red in the face just talking.
Hostia, qué pesada es esta con la pobre, ¿no?
Red when I scratch your eyes out.
Been a pleasure, but I've got stuff to take care of.
Exceedingly nice to meet you. Please come again. Well, can I expect any more lessons in future?
¿Dónde y cuándo?
Awfully convincing, miss. Wonder where you learned it. Name the time and place.
House here, tomorrow. Same time as today.
See you then.
See you, Master Witcher.
No te has enfadado porque Geralt, como liga con todas, pues... Ostras, ¿no hay ningún sitio donde pueda cambiarme la barba? Botella de agua. Tengo 21 botellas de agua, macho. Vamos a hablar con Molly y dejamos el episodio. Molly.
This Baronet's Lavallette's villa.
Shouldn't interest you. Baroness don't mingle with just anyone.
Don't worry. I'm here to see your chambermaid, Molly.
Out of the way. Baroness is riding out. Be gone.
Greetings, Witcher.
Mira
Must
este.
admit it's curious to see you here. I don't quite believe in coincidences.
Geralt of Rivia, slayer of monsters, and my son.
You're right, General. My visit's no accident. I'm looking for someone.
There's no one here who wishes to see you. Captain, this man is not to enter. Forgive me, Morvran, but I've lost my appetite for the races.
Kill a woman's son and appear at her doorstep? I thought witches had better survival skills than that.
Looking for a girl named Molly. Heard she works here.
I fear your information's out of date. Molly no longer works here.
Baroness fired her.
Quite the contrary. Molly decided she no longer wished to serve. After Arian's demise, Luis's nephew came to pay his respects. But one glance of Molly and, well, they wed soon after. They now await his inheritance. With the Baroness's son dead, the estate will go to the nephew and Lady Lata, known until recently simply as Molly.
All right, so where'll I find the newly minted Lady Lata?
Our dear little Molly has a new passion, horse racing. To my knowledge, she should be at Countess Vegelbud's villa right now. That's exactly where I'm going. Since you stripped me of Louise's company, perhaps you'd agree to come along.
Well, if Molly will be there.
On our way, then.
No, esas cosas, si las rechazo me creo enemistades y total, ¿qué más da? A ver si en el siguiente episodio me afeito un poco estas barbacas locas que tenemos, porque macho. Necesitamos que nos apañen un poquito.
We've arrived.
Nice place.
I must say, of all the creatures in this region, I find steeds most intriguing. Horses interest you at all, Witcher?
All the same to me. Call each one I ride Roach.
Strange. The grey is Cantarella, sired by Cahir, the champion from Vorn.
Yeah. Gray's a good color. Even looks good on horses.
My coin's on the black stallion, Nemrod, purest Nilfgaardian stock.
Surprised he didn't salute you, General. Seem to know your horses.
I find them to be far more honest than men. Must say, I'm curious how you manage in the saddle, Witcher.
Mostly just try to stay in it.
What would you say to a little race?
Not what I came here for.
Don't make me beg, Witcher. Tell you what, win, and I shall give you my finest saddle. Made in Nilfgaard proper of beautifully tanned leather.
Pues vale.
Why not? Wouldn't mind seeing if your knowledge of horses translates into riding skills.
Ha! Splendid! In that case, you must choose a mount.
Redanian chestnut looks promising.
In that case, I shall try my luck on the Zeracanian Bay. The horses are saddled. Let's begin.
Antes de seguir, chavales, hasta aquí el vídeo de hoy. Espero que os haya gustado y hasta la próxima. Adiós.